What's up, my friends? Hope you enjoyed yesterday's absolute winner. Gonna run it back today. Got some top trends to cover. Let's go. What's up, my friends? Hope you enjoyed yesterday's absolute winner. We're gonna run it back right here, right now, and I'm also gonna cover top trends. Let's go. All right, we're looking at Seth Lugo and his outs prop today at 17.5. I'm going to type in the search box in the top right, MIN, because he faces Minnesota. And you can see he's played him twice this year. On May 29th, had 18 outs. March 30th, had 18 outs. Now, maybe there's a little bit of hesitation here on my end, simply because when I'm using my cheat sheet that I post on Twitter every single day at DFSN Donuts, you can see that Seth Lugo here, right-handed pitcher against Minnesota on all his metrics, is facing a hot-hitting Minnesota team, walking 8.6% of the time, only striking out 19.8% of the time, with a 280 batting average versus right-handed pitchers over the last 14 days. Can Lugo get us 6 frames today? Well, all the odds for Lugo are telling us that, currently there's a strong juice to the over. You can see at 17.5 outs, Bovada minus 180, Penny minus 185, minus 180 on Hard Rock best odds. No Pick'em app has anything live because this is just so juiced up. One that I feel a little bit stronger about is going to be about Tariq Skubal, baby. Been Mr. Automatic, has lined our pockets all year. Check this line out right here. We're getting over 7.5 strikeouts plus 105 odds. Best odds here on DraftKings. It is available on Sleeper. Minus 114 is what the multiplier equates to. Let's go ahead and look at it. We're opening up Tariq Skubal. And you can see lately he's been absolutely on fire. We can take a peek at his last 5, 9 Ks, 8 Ks, 8 Ks, 6, and 8. He's had some tough games. Dodgers don't strike out a ton. Cleveland, we all know, does not strike out much. Minnesota, we just talked about, not striking out much and on fire. KC is like the second lowest K rate right now. And then Seattle, a team that has been miserable all year in the strikeout category. He racked up 9 strikeouts in that game. Speaking of, let's look at Seattle. Tariq Skubal and that beautiful 10.74 strikeouts per 9, a 15% swinging strike rate, and a 30% K rate. These are the highest metrics on the entire slate for pitchers. Now he gets to face today Seattle, batting 190 over the last 14 days versus lefties, 162 plate appearances, but a 29% strikeout rate. So we have the highest strikeout pitcher on the slate. We have the highest strikeout rate for a team as his opponent. And you're giving me plus 105 for Tariq Skubal, who is also pitching at home and just racked up 9 strikeouts against this same exact team a week ago. Give me the dang over. I love the over 7.5 today. That one's an official play. That is a good one. Lugo was definitely a top trend indicator. I wanted to show you there in case you wanted to do this next idea that I have instead of taking Skubal outright. Now, we're going to go to the 2024 rate. I just want to show all the games. I'm going to use this line, and I'm going to drop it down. You can see at 6.5, we've dropped it down. Essentially, we are using an alt line for strikeouts. This line will be juiced, but if you want to use this in conjunction with the Seth Lugo prop, that's not a bad way to go about doing business. You've got a guy here who's gone over an 8 of the last 9 games. We know he's averaging 7.43 on the season. And if you take it one step further, this one's about minus 700. Definitely not something you're using straight. But he has had 6+ strikeouts in 21 of 23 games. And that is not a terrible way to bet on sports if you outline a high hit rate and a high strikeout pitcher in a tremendous matchup that he just did really well in 1 start ago. And if you're going to use it, you're going to have to parlay it with the Lugo play, or potentially you can use it on this next play. But first, before I give you that other one, I need you to do me a favor. If you're enjoying today's video where I'm giving picks and highlighting top trends, I need you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come back every day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I will drop a video and go live. Let's do this other one live. Type in Assad in the search menu, and you'll see all his player props today. I am on right now the hits allowed prop. So I'm going to go to his market, hits allowed, and you can see, oh my goodness, at 5.5 hits allowed right now. He has been under this season in 18 of 21 games, averaging 4.43 hits allowed. Now, my man here got injured towards the end of June. They gave him about 20 days off. He comes back, throws 44 pitches, 76, 81, ramps up to 97, goes back down to 75 last game. And you can see mostly that's just because he's struggling big time. He's not making bats miss. 0, 2, 5, 3, and 1 strikeouts in those games. Before the injury, 7, 4, 7, 7, 8, 4, 7. You can see just a little bit higher upside. The walks have increased 2, 3, 1, 6. 2, and the hits as well. 7, 7 had a better game with 1 hit, 5, 4, and 3. So when we look at him, I am a little concerned we're not going to get full workload Javier Assad. We're going to get maybe some type of pitch count Javier Assad, or maybe a guy who's really just not doing very well. He's putting too many people on base with walks, and he can't make bats miss. Now, you might say that's going to lead to a lot of hits, right? Well, listen, again, I think that they're trying to protect him with kid gloves right now, and we keep getting these shortened outings. 12 outs, 12 outs. He did have an 18-outer against KC, but that was only 81 pitches, super efficient. 10 outs and 7 outs. Even before that, 13, 15, 14. Just not doing well right now. Now, the matchup against Cleveland on the road is middle of the road. And when we look at Cleveland, we can see Cleveland right here, batting 233. This is the only thing we care about right now because we want to know about the hits and the batting average. So Cleveland's batting 233 against righties over the last 14 days. Javier Assad on the season is allowing just 8.15 hits per 9, which is a pretty decent rate. The issue here for taking the overs is that he just doesn't go deep. So if we're going to get Javier Assad only going 15 outs or fewer, that's 5 outs or less, I just have a good feeling we're not going to eclipse that 5.5 hit line. And I think he could finish with 5 today. And I think there's probably a good chance it's going to be a sweaty bet, but I don't think it's a bad play. Now, earlier I was talking about a play with Seth Lugo, who had really high trends. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do here yet. I just know that Assad under an 18 of 21, I don't mind the matchup too bad. And I think with the shortened outings, we're going to get potentially a lower just hits allowed volume. And you could see for the outs prop, juice to the under, minus 145 is the best odds on Caesar. So we're looking at 5 frames potentially based on the odds. The higher implied odds, 60%, 60.32%, that he goes 15 or fewer outs. A lot of this is just adding up to him having trouble today, in my opinion, or them not letting him go very deep. So I'm taking the under. However, I don't know how I'm going to use it yet because I'm not looking to play a minus 145 straight on Caesars. So potentially I end up using this with Lugo. And I guess this is probably a good time to tell you about why and where you can get those. I post all my betting picks along with my team inside the Dub Club link down below. And then, of course, if you want to use the optimizer to do all your research every single day, that's mysburyedge.com. It's $15 a month. NBA, NFL, NHL, PGA, MMA, and, of course, MLB. So that's 6 sports you'll have on there in a hot second. We launched MLB last Thursday. We'll be adding NFL and the rest as the seasons draw near for both NFL and NBA, and of course NHL somewhere around there. I just have to look at the schedule again. I think it's October. If you want more, need more, Dub Club link down below, My Spurry Edge link down below. I'll see you on the inside, my friends. Let's get paid. I'll see you at 9 a.m. too, 9 a.m. Eastern.